Gazing upon the marbled steps, I am flanked on all sides with dozens of priests, both high and lowly, all responsible for our magnificent achievement. We will at last join our benefactors on high. My sechemti felt a lot heavier than normal. The pshent that adorned my head for court and rituals alike felt natural before now. I always felt like it was an extension of me, like the scepter from my hand that passed righteous judgment. So too did my crown bring that holy power down into my body. But now, they feel odd. Not only as if they're made of different material, lead perhaps, but that they're not my own. Was I ever truly worthy? Yes, I was created for this purpose. My priests look to me for the cue to submit ourselves to the procession. As my eyes flutter closed, the ascent begins. The Hemnecherwa begin their chant. Their low, guttural notes kick the resonance actuators into gear. I never liked that Thoth taught us how to build these wonders and operate them, yet always refused and would often punish those that even asked why. They give chopesh to children that lash out when those same children ask why they must kill. What answers deter us so far away? Wouldn't unity and purpose benefit us all? They need us to accomplish these feats. Otherwise, they would have never chosen us. The Hemnet join in, floating notes, impossibly high-pitched. Their screech pierces my flesh every time. They control the direction the actuators push their load. This time, it's much lighter, so the platform of gold, intended to be the base of the capstone that will follow and complete the greatest mare we've ever assembled, jostles violently as it rises. The Tebi adjust their wail and we steady out, rising up along the western slope. A few priests remain behind to begin the capstone ritual. That would be the first I'm not personally involved in, but my next task far surpasses a simple movement. The crowd below have begun chants of their own, most mimicking the hymn in Hemenetjer, some cheering, and I can hear many dissentful voices. Corrupt, tyrant, greedy. Perhaps now is not the time for justification, explanation, or platitudes. Our purpose is being fulfilled. The slaves that died, widows that wept, grains of sand in the desert compared to our mission. The sun has begun to rise, or at least from this elevation it has. Those below only see the illumination, while we gaze upon its full glory, just as it should be. Our platform climbs past the top of the mare, and we position to settle atop it. The Hemnecherwab's drone wanes, hitting frequencies that shake my core. The platform lowers, and the Tebi ceases their wailing. I open my eyes for the first time since our ascent and gaze at Ra's gift, now fully crested. My kingdom lies between us, my domain, my love. We all turn away in unison. No last glances, no goodbyes, on to our purpose. We descend back down the western slope. I look into the horde below, and I cannot tell by now if their rabble is of jubilation or resentment. They're a mass of swirling cloth and flesh, one entity. It's always been easier to view them as one being, much easier to scorn one than many. 12 steps down, I stop. Hearken unto me, Heka, Geb, Horus, our mastery of your powers, with Thoth as our teacher and Ra, our father, grants us access to your domain. Reveal our final path that we may join you. The step beneath me shudders, then slides down to the next step, which matches its level and continues on course for 12 more steps downward until the path towards my chamber is revealed. The priests that were behind me kneel, as their purpose is done. I can feel their sorrow. They will not know the full divinity that we are destined for. That is reserved for myself and the Hem and Hemet Najer Debi that prove themselves the most worthy. We all faced eastward and slowly proceed down the shaft. Power. I feel immense, surging power as soon as the threshold is crossed. Granite surrounds us, unlike the rest of the mare, made of limestone and marble. The granite was needed for its crystallitic properties. Each step we take, we receive a wave, increasing in intensity with each stride. By the time we reach the next doorway, some of the priests are on their hands and knees, crawling, struggling against the righteous Sachem. Fitting. They were chosen by me. I was created by our Netcher. I am the anchor between our worlds. With my son beginning his training, the connection will be safe in his hands. I must go to bring my gifts to our gods. They demand it. As we enter the chamber proper, I see the source of the emanating waves of Sachem. "My lord," I exclaim, falling to my hands and knees, joining the priests. Ma'at, daughter of Ra, graced our presence. I've not met with any Netjer outside of my dreams and rituals. She appeared as light, colors flaking off like prismatic shards and feather-like patterns across her body. I knew her by the powers she emitted. Each has their own frequency, color, taste. Hers was pure, comforting. Distrust, scorn, shun, abandon. He's fat. His maligning tendrils slithered into my skull. Putrid flesh forces me to retch. "Human filth," Isfet scoffed, his grating voice coming from inside my mind. "You have no place here beyond fuel. Cease with your holy interpretations."
The feeling of religious connection makes for a much easier transition.
These words glided through my head, filling me with contentment. Ma'at continues.
Though you speak no falsehood, sometimes the truth is just as damaging, if not more so than a mission or a guiding lie. Let them believe they have divine purpose.
I want to feel comforted, but her words, I can't process them fast enough. "My lords, I have come to fulfill our duty and join you in the promised land. Please, allow me to complete my task." Their essences share a moment. When the gods communicate directly, they convey their entire message in an instant. You're overwhelmed with every word, the meaning behind them, their backstory, etymology, true information overload. Still reeling from the entrance to the chamber, everything happening within milliseconds, I rise under their orders. I keep my head bowed. Out of fear or respect, I don't know anymore. I know where to go, yet I still follow the trail of feathers, burning away before they hit the floor. They lead me to the operation table. I am to be spiritually embalmed. Instead of each organ, my Netjer will remove my pillars of being. Faith, honor, love. Everything that makes a human special. What the gods lack. Lie back, and we'll remove all your limitations. You will join us in unity. Their chorus broke me. I began to weep, climbing onto the slab. My head barely rested, and the operation was done. My soul was laid bare before me. A glowing light, blue, white, purple, gold, and all and none at the same time. The priest had gathered round and began their chants again, this time using words I've never heard. Heat. Pain. Relief. Understanding.